So I want to start the gaffes out today with one of the most painful videos I have ever watched. Please take a look.
Oh no. Tragedy strikes.
That is an American tragedy.
I can still eat it.
Oh,
I can still do it.
Come on, Mom.
5-second rule live on television.
It's not that bad.
Oh no.
It really isn't.
Oh, no.
Man. He gave him the Joe Kelly lip.
He did.
He's been practicing that. He's very unhappy.
Yeah, the 8-year-old inside me is dead inside. Thank you, baseball. Hello guys, and welcome back to Grav's Gas, a series where we take a look at the most embarrassing and worst MLB plays throughout the league. And with the playoffs coming up, there have been some costly errors throughout the MLB throughout the last week. But over the last week of MLB action, what has been the worst and the most embarrassing plays? Well, make sure you watch till the end for every single horrible moment, and hit that subscribe button to the Sportsnet YouTube channel for more gas and slams and all the sports content you could possibly ever want. Now, if you thought that first clip that we showed, that first gaff that we showed was painful, take a look at this one. This one makes my skin crawl by how cringy it is.
Out to 1-1 pitch. Perez launches this one out to left center. And the wind, oh my goodness, gonna knock it down.
He thought that was gone.
So did I. Malloy makes the catch. Perez, I think, still thinks it's out.
Oh,
He's going around the bases.
He thinks it's gone. Oh, no.
The fact that he didn't know it was caught until he was literally 2 feet away from home plate, and his reaction too. I bet his dugout was really happy with that whole ordeal. I've actually watched this clip 200 times, and the 200th time, every single time, it gets better, without fail. Now, the unfortunate soul that had to create that Grav gaff was Delvin Perez, who plays for the Redbirds AAA team in the St. Louis Cardinals system. I am so sorry, Delvin, but also thank you for creating this amazing moment for us. Now, I hear that you guys want some more Grav gas, so we're going to continue with it. Let's go on to CJ Cron, who's had some amazing moments this last year, but this wasn't one of them.
This is potentially a double play ball. There's one on the first. Oh man, it wasn't caught by CJ Cron. I don't know what happened there.
Broke his glove.
That must have been what happened. He's carrying it to the dugout.
Now, you would think that major league players would be able to have the gloves necessary to, you know, catch the ball, but sometimes that isn't quite the case. That's just that little bit of space that ball obviously was rifled, so it didn't exactly help. But CJ Cron, perfect positioning, right on the bag, ready to go, and right through his glove. Wasn't really his fault, but he gets a Grav gaff anyways. Now, the Pirates have had some pretty major Grav gaffes over the last year, but this one is pretty crazy. Luis Ortiz shows that communication between the pitcher and the catcher is always essential, but there was none on this gaff.
In Altoona and Indy for a week, and now Ortiz takes, oh my goodness. Delay got in the way.
A communications problem.
Now, there is so much irony in this play, and the fact that the catcher's name is Jason Delay writes itself. He was literally delaying himself, going to the ball, and as Ortiz was going for it, he just decided to be in the way. Good job, Delay. Great job. Seriously, though, to be named Jason Delay, perfect. Now, speaking of a team that has given us some great gaffes over the year, let's go on to my favorite Boston Red Sox, who just continue to serve up the best content for us. This time, the outfield communication was key and sorely lacking.
That's Scott. Shallow left center. Who's talking? Who's talking? Not enough talking. Donaldson now will take off for second as the ball is bobbled away.
Now, to me, you can pinpoint this gaff on every single player involved, but Yu Chang as well, playing at the shortstop position. I mean, he was obviously going for it. Like, he was trying to get this ball. The fact is, he wasn't going to catch it. And both left field and center were just completely dazed and confused. Bamboozled, if you will. And the gaff was just written itself. Now, a couple of days later in the same Red Sox and Yankees series, the Red Sox just don't learn their lesson.
Because they've been conditioned to it. The younger pitchers.
Gonzalez sky high to right. Refsnyder there. We have to. No, he dropped it. He dropped it. Stepping on third. Coming home. Throw home. Not in time. Boy, Refsnyder just kicked it. He had it in his glove. Maybe the rain affected it.
Now, it is a bold strategy of Boston to usually employ the worst defensive players in baseball. It's something that hasn't really worked out for them. I'm not going to finish that sentence. It hasn't worked out for them. That's it. But you also do got to respect the commitment to the gaff. And seriously, the Red Sox have shown time and time again they are the true champions. But we aren't done yet. We go on to a couple more here, and this time, when you have a gaff, when you truly gaff it up, and you allow Jacob deGrom to have to allow runs because you gaff it up, that's a problem, and the Mets just did it to him.
That one is lined toward left. McNeil goes back. It sails over his head. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And the A's have scored twice off deGrom here in the first. And this one is grounded to second. It's going to get a run home. And the A's have come back to tie it. RBI ground out by Capel. It's 3-3. Fair ball down the third baseline. The A's take the lead. Langalaire's digging for 2. He's got himself a stand-up double, and it's 4-3 Athletics.
Now, I get it. California sun, it's iconic for a reason. But also, Jeff McNeil, you gotta be prepared for it. Like, still, I mean, the fact that he not only completely lost the ball in the sun, after the Mets had the 3-0 lead, by the way, with 1 out in the inning left, he completely lost his footing, went straight down, and of course the A's were able to capitalize. But because of that gap, the A's would continue to pour it on and would get 4 runs in the first. And I mean, you look at this graphic and you see how uncommon that is for Jacob deGrom. In terms of his percentage of starts to allow 1 run or fewer, it is 49%. 14% of the time, he allows 4+ runs, and he did it in 1 inning. Thanks, Jeff. But now we can go on to the final gaff for today, and easily the biggest one, and it goes to an entire team here in the Seattle Mariners, who, entering the 6th, had an 11-2 lead versus the Kansas City Royals, a Royals team that isn't that good, and for the Mariners, it should have been an easy win, an easy dub, but the Royals, and you know if they're in this video, the Royals had different plans. And this was just an amazing moment to put the Royals over the top.
Line to right field. Unbelievable. Olivares scores. Massey is around third. The Royals have taken the lead.
Not only did the Mariners have an 11-2 lead in 1 inning, the Royals were leading 13-11. You simply do not get a bigger choke than that. And considering the Mariners are 3-7 in their last 10, are now 1 game behind the second wildcard spot behind the Rays, it's a pretty worthy gaff, all things considered. And to be the champions, absolutely deserved. But that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Gaffes. If you did enjoy, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, let us know in the comments down below, what was your favorite gaff over the last week, and did we miss any? Let us know in the comments down below. Share the video with your friends, get it to all the baseball fans you guys know online, and I will see you in the next one. See you Thursday for the Slams. Goodbye.